Hello to all of my Aries. Thank you so much for being here. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button for me. This is going to be your weekly reading for the week of the 18th through the 24th, and I've been doing everyone's reading sort of the same way, where I start off with a oracle deck, and then I just go through using the tarot deck, and then we use some more oracle decks to clarify the cards and other tarot decks. And I will be turning part of the reading into a short. So be sure to check that out too. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed and is helping this channel grow. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart, sending you nothing but love and light. Okay, so let's get started with your reading, Aries. The first, this deck here, that the oracle deck that I will be using for your reading to start out with is the Soul's Journey oracle deck, and it's by James Van Praagh. Okay. So I'm going to move these cards over here. And we're going to go ahead and get started with you, Aries. Again, this is for the week of the 18th through the 24th. Even though I shuffle these cards off camera, I love to shuffle them on camera so you all can see it. Okay. First card out for you, worry. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Okay, so Aries, we're going to read on what that card means, because maybe you're worrying about something that it's not going to change the outcome of a situation. I kind of feel like this is a time to kind of let things happen naturally. Sort of trust the process with something and not let it get to you so much, okay? All right, so I'm going to read on what this card is saying for you, Aries. Okay, worry. Worry is wasted emotions. It does nothing other than give you the illusion of control. When you expend too much energy worrying, it limits you and it has an adverse effect on the natural energy of the soul. Worrying destroys the hope, faith, and excitement that are wonderful elements of this schoolroom called Earth. Remember that you are what you think. And you have the power to create positive thoughts, which beget positive outcomes. Worry is a negative emotion and sets you up for a negative result. What unnecessary worries are you carrying around with you now? Examine them objectively in the light of love. Help your soul by releasing them and be fully connected to the current moment, which is where your power resides. All right, so Aries, you may be in the energy where you're worried about a situation or something in your life. This could be relationship related, it could be career related, business related, job related, something, family related. But this is telling you to be in that energy of putting worrying aside. What's meant to be is going to be. What's meant to happen is going to happen. Worrying about an outcome isn't going to change it, right? So it's about changing your energy, vibrating on a higher level, and just letting things happen naturally and focusing on the positivity that's happening in your life at this time. So let's pull some tarot cards and see what's coming out for you, Aries. Judgment distributes promotions and high offices, causes one to be liked. So I feel like you may be worried about your reputation at this time. Maybe you're worried about if people really like you or not. Are they being authentic around this time? I do feel like, you do have some sort of, maybe you have a lot of, maybe you're popular. Maybe you have some sort of status in your community, or maybe it's in your family. But I do feel like you do care about how people view you, how they feel about you, what they think about you. And this, you may be worried about some part of your reputation sort of being tainted a little bit. Maybe you're worried about some past actions and that being revealed, and then how people are going to judge you because of that. But I do feel like there are people who truly love you. They care about you. They don't give a damn about your mistakes. They don't care about whatever you've done in the past. Shit, Aries, you can freaking kill somebody and they'll still like you. So you have a following that love you no matter what. They're committed to whatever it is, whether it's the good in you, the bad in you. They just accept you for who you are. You have the Ten of Pentacles here. So, Aries, you have something that's completing, and this could be an inheritance that you're getting. This may be some sort of something that you've been working on. It could be a retirement fund, or it could just be you have been working so hard to create some level of generational wealth, right? It's like you want to be able to, leave something to your children, leave something to your grandchildren to kind of make their life a little easier than what yours had to be, right? And so this seems to be the thing that you're working on. You have the Four of Cups here. You may be kind of worried about maybe you rejected something or you feel like you had a missed opportunity with something. A Cancer may be significant, Virgo may be significant. Sagittarius could be significant, but I do feel like you feel like there is some sort of like missed opportunity in your life around this time. And that could be the very thing that you're worried about. We are going to clarify the cards. And then you have the Hermit card here, another Virgo energy. So you may be spending a lot of time alone at this time. Maybe you felt like you had to ghost people so you could really focus on that sort of self reflection or sort of spiritual enlightenment at this time. Maybe you feel like there are roads that no one can walk for you, journeys that they can't go on for you. You're trying to do something on your own. You also may feel ghosted by someone. Maybe you feel like you missed an opportunity to have a beautiful connection with someone, or like it even could have been like a business relationship or something like that. So I do feel like this is a time right now where you're doing a lot of self-reflecting. You may be looking within, kind of looking at yourself, trying to figure out what you need to do to kind of grow in certain ways, focusing on what you don't see, those shadow sides of yourself. You have the Eight of Swords here. So this is you being in your mind a lot. Like the worry card explains this so much. It explains it perfectly. I do feel like this is something you're thinking about repetitively. This is almost like mental entrapment, almost like a mental worrying yourself to the point of mental illness, sort of speak. It's just like that repetitive thinking. What are people saying? What do they think of me? How do they see me? Do they really like me? So it's that kind of energy. I don't know what happened in your life to put you in this energy. I don't know whether you said something or you did something and it's coming back to surface and that's what you're worried about. But what's done is done. You can't, none of us can go back and change the past, right? What's said is said. It's already out there in the universe. And then you have the Six of Pentacles here. So I do feel like whatever this is that you are getting, some sort of windfall coming in your life, something that, again, it could be through an inheritance. It could be through maybe you're getting a retirement fund. Maybe you've invested a lot of money into stocks and bonds and you're getting some sort of payback. Whatever this is, you seem to be actually wanting to share the wealth. Maybe you feel like this will help improve your reputation if you give to someone, but also pay attention to how you give, because with the Six of Pentacles here, this could be the good you're doing coming back to you. It could speak of paying off debt, but it also can speak of someone who wants to give publicly to help their own reputation. And that could be the very thing that you're worried about. Like people are gossiping about, did you do something out the kindness of your heart, or are you doing it because you're doing it for clout? So I do feel like if you do something out the kindness of your heart, and the hell with what other people think. You understand what I'm saying? Because they're going to do this anyway. If you don't do something kind, they're going to have something to say about that. If you do something kind, they're going to have something to say about that. So either way, just make sure you can live with the choices that you made and you're doing it out the kindness of your heart, whatever this is in your life. Then you have the Ace of Pentacles. So Aries, you have a lot of pentacles. You could be dealing with an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo. That could be significant, but there's some sort of new opportunity. So I feel like you missed an opportunity and you've been trying to manifest it back. You're hoping it will present itself again in your life. You have the Four of Cups there, the Ace of crowning the Ace of Cups. So this could have even been a business opportunity that you passed up or that you missed, or some sort of long-term investment that you've been just hoping it will come back around again. Maybe you were distracted at the time, and it does look like something will be coming back into your life. And then you have the Three of Pentacles here. So a lot of hard work you'll be putting in the work to kind of rebuild. You may be collaborating with someone too. Could be a Virgo, could be a Capricorn. You may be collaborating with someone so you can kind of build upon something or work towards a particular goal here. It's like you're taking what you have and maybe you're trying to bring some people together and help them see what you have seen, while you were in this hermit energy of doing a lot of like self-reflecting or, spiritual and like having these spiritual enlightenment moments, where you looked at the shadow side of your life. I feel like you saw something that kind of stood out to you more than everything else. And this could be why you are collaborating with someone to try to build and kind of help get to the top in this situation here. You have the Seven of Cups. So your options are about to open up around this time, Aries, okay? So it does look like you will be, there's some sort of illusion too around what these options are. So make sure you kind of look at things in detail, but don't take so much time procrastinating, like, something like that. Like, make sure you're seeing something for what it really is and then make a decision, okay? Let me see. Then you have, why is that? We're going to see why the Judgment card is here for you, Aries. A gift. So something about, okay, with this Eight of Swords, there's a gift coming in, right? And I do feel like maybe either you're giving something or you're receiving something. But I don't know why you would be worried about this. It's like, again, I feel like if you are giving something, maybe you're worried about how it looks, or, if you were given something, maybe people are judging that. And it has you in your head or something. Maybe people are judging what you received. Marriage. You have the Six of Pentacles here and the Ten of Pentacles. So again, this is long-term investment. And I do feel like with the Six of Pentacles, this is like paying off a debt, even give and take, you know, helping someone out in a hard time. Maybe you're helping out a family member. It could be your significant other. Maybe you all are putting a plan into place to create generational wealth. So again, the next generation after you do not have to worry so much about finances. Message of concern. Yeah, there's something that you feel like was a missed opportunity, and it could have something to do with finances or some sort of long-term investment. And I feel like with this message of concern, you may be kind of wishing that you had made a different choice with something, occupation. Yeah, so some of you all are working hard to kind of put together the pieces of something. If you look at this person, they're sewing. It seems it's nighttime outside. The light is on, so you're working hard. This kind of reminds me of that Hermit card, putting the pieces together, trying to knit something together, trying to bring something together, looking at every single detail and making sure that it's the way it needs to be. And this may be you collaborating with people. Maybe you're assembling your own group where you could kind of make sure that things are the way that they need to be and you're seeing something for what it really is. Main male. There may be a main male that's significant here. Maybe this is someone who you need to really focus on. Now, what's up under that? Toll and labor. This may be someone who you work with, or this could be a main male who's trying to get your attention or something, especially with that Seven of Cups. But let's clarify. Let's pull some oracle cards for you, Aries. Nothing will come of the situation, void the course moon. So there's something now, Aries, I'm not sure what this, I don't know whether you're giving something to someone because you feel like it will make the situation better, but it's saying nothing will come of the situation, or I don't know whether you were given something And people are kind of questioning why you were judging. They're kind of judging you based on what you were given. And I kind of feel like this is a energy where it's like nothing will come of this situation because people already have their minds made up. So it's no need of you worrying about an outcome of something. I kind of feel like whatever this is it has you in your head a lot. Yeah, and it's like nothing will come of the situation here. So I kind of feel like you need to let something just kind of happen naturally. Emotions are running high, super moon. So yeah, the emotions are really running high. And I do feel like, again, this has a lot to do with you trying to create some sort of balance or even give and take or generational wealth or something, you know? So maybe you and your significant other are putting a plan into place to try to do something. Maybe this doesn't sit well. So it's okay. For instance, I'll say this. So just say if you have children, right? Maybe you're planning on giving more to one group of children than you are to another group. Maybe you're worried about the karma. Maybe you're worried about the energy around it. Maybe you're worried about something. I feel like whatever decision you make, if you distribute it evenly, it's going people are going to have something to say. If you give more to one than the other, of course people are going to have something to say. So I feel like whatever choice you make, go with what you feel as though is in your heart, that you feel as though is the right thing to do. Emotions are running high around this time, though. It says surrender to the divine, full moon. Yes, so something that you're worried about, like a message of concern that's coming in, a missed opportunity or something, I feel like you need to just give it to the divine, because if it's meant to come back into your life or it's meant for you to have it, it will come. Show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. So this is about you working together. Again, I feel like you're collaborating with someone because you see something. Maybe some of you all want to get into the fashion industry or something like that. Maybe you're a great seamstress or whatever, but I feel like you're kind of working something together. It's like you're stitching something together. You're putting something together because you want to present it to the world. You want to present some sort of talent you have to the world in some way. It says main male and then the number one there. A male Aries may be significant as well that you're confused about. There may be some sort of confusion around something. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. So I do feel like you are a Virgo may definitely be significant in your life that you're really focused on, or they have a heavy influence in some sort of decision you're making because they keep coming out in your reading. So, and then it says you are good enough. So Aries, you are good enough. You are good enough. And I feel like there's something in your life where people may have tried to make you feel like either you got something that you didn't deserve, or when you do something, it's for clout, or because in this world, we can't make everybody happy. We will literally drive ourselves crazy if we try to. You do something for one group, that group upset. The other group is upset. You do something for that group is upset. You can't make everybody happy. So this is you making a decision and standing on it and being happy with the decision that you made and feeling like you are good enough in this life. And then we're going to close out your reading, Aries. Let's see. And some of you all, there are people who are talking about how you look, because that full moon in Virgo could have a lot to do with image, right? And then I'm looking at with this judgment card here, image, something about your image, how you look. Maybe some of you all look very good on the outside. So there may be people who are saying you had cosmetic surgery done and that's the only reason you look the way you do. Or there may be people saying you should get cosmetic surgery so you could look better. I feel like whatever decision you made, stand on that. I don't care what you do. People are going to have something to say no matter what. You know? So you are good enough just the way you are. No one should be worried about your body any damn way. It's kind of weird. Maybe you're a part of the little butt crew and people telling you should get a BBL. Hell to the no. Like work with, or maybe you got a badonkadonk, maybe you got a BBL. And people are making comments about that. But that's your choice. You do what you want to do. At the bottom of the deck is grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So maybe you lost something recently. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So there could be an area of your life where you were holding onto a grudge, you know, and you're being encouraged now to have some level of forgiveness, not only for external energies, but also for yourself. Because maybe you made some decisions based on anger and you're worried about that karma, or you're worried about how it makes you look, your reputation. But this is an opportunity for you to, let me see. I'm going to read on what the forgiveness card is about. Forgiveness. You can never flow with the natural energy of love unless you release the negative energy of hate, anger, intolerance, or blame. Every soul in your path has free will, and you have no control over that. What you do have control over is how you react to the manifestations of others' free will. Holding on to that negative energy will strengthen karmic cycles, and forgiveness can break that pattern. The most important person you must learn to forgive is always yourself. Blaming yourself for failures blocks the natural flow of love, which will attract all good things into your life. So, again, like I said, and I said that before I even pulled this card, maybe you held on to hate, anger, intolerance, and you kept blaming people for stuff, and you're worried about your reputation because of that. That blocked blessings in your own life. You may have a lot of financial stuff, or maybe you look good financially, but if you don't have genuine connections and love, because people may only be being your friend or being around you because of what you have financially, what they can get from you, clout chasing, coattail riding. And you may realize this. You want authentic relationships. If you snatched all the money away, what would you have left? Would these people still be in your life? Would they still be there for you? Who was there for you when you had nothing? This is what this is about. And if you made decisions because out of hatred, out of anger, out of, you blaming someone, a lot of negative energy, it's time for you to forgive yourself because of that. It may have damaged your reputation in certain ways. Maybe people are looking at you like, oh, you behave this way because of a gift that you received. You felt like you had power. I feel like you can't change the past. And so going out of your way to make people like you who they will never like you anyway, giving them a lot of stuff, isn't going to work. You just have to be in that energy where you're forgiving yourself. And again, if you're doing something, do it out of love, out the kindness of your heart. Move in the energy of, get out of this energy of blaming yourself for failures that you've had in your life. People who heavily judge you, people who you've heavily judged. It's time for you to change that energy. And I feel like you're going to do this in an amazing, very powerful way, Aries. But it is going to take a lot of self-reflecting and being honest with yourself, okay? Sending you all love and light. You're doing an amazing job on this journey. I feel like you're on a journey of awareness, of awakening. And I feel like even if you make mistakes along the path, you're going to learn from those mistakes, especially if you're doing them out of love, not out of hatred, anger, animosity, blame, things like that, okay? All right, so that's the end of your reading, Aries. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button for me. Show my channel some love. Sending love right back to you, amazing people. Check out my Spiritual Liaison 123 channel if you'd like to find out anything about Pisces, okay? All right, and check out the other zodiac signs like your sun sign, moon, your rising, your north node, Mercury, and Venus, okay? All right, talk with you later.